Hi folks, I'm Judd. I'm a professional astrologer and these are my astrological forecasts for the month of October 2012. We're entering the last quarter of what is turning into being a monumentous year. I hope they help. Enjoy. And it's the global forecast. For the first 15-20 years of my astrological life, pre-computers, I did all my horoscopes by hand, just reading from books. That's why every so often you'll see me look at these little pamphlets containing the planets' places for every day of the year. It's like a timetable, but it's for planets, not buses. And this is what I use to actually make forecasts, both for individuals and much more so for the larger scale, the big picture, the global forecast. September 2012, manic, mad. Uranus square Pluto, eclipse of Mars by the moon, followed by the full moon at the end of September, on the 30th of September, which that's going to be seen as we move into October as changing everything. But the big planets, the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, the screws beginning to unwind during October. It is Saturn you need to be looking at. Saturn moves into Scorpio. Now we've got a really weird situation here because Saturn's at the very end of Libra at the start of the month, and so is Mercury. And Mercury and Saturn escort each other into Scorpio. Mercury actually moves into Scorpio the day before Saturn. Mars is already in Scorpio and leaves Scorpio the day after Saturn moves in. So on the 4th, is it? No, the 5th, you have Mercury moving into Scorpio. On the 6th, you have Saturn moving into Scorpio. And on the 7th, you have Mars leaving Scorpio. It's going to be a very developmental time, both in areas around large-scale financial issues, because Scorpio deals with large sums of money, external sources of value, things like Mickey Mouse money, insurance, tax rebates, lottery, investment, sponsorship, funding, stocks and shares, the invisible money, the non-existent money. So there's going to be a few changes around the end of the first week of October in regard to various financial management and institutions, I suspect. Saturn moving into Scorpio is going to change the dynamic globally big time, I suspect. And it is going to bring the nature of power and the nature of strength much more firmly into focus. I'm not that enamoured by it, to be honest. We've also got Jupiter, Venus, Mars dancing with each other in the mutable signs, creating a much more communicative dynamic at the day-by-day level. The new moon in Libra, healthy, nice. The full moon in Taurus on October 29th is opposite Saturn. So some of you and certain countries in the world, particularly more secular countries, are likely to experience October as becoming much more radicalised, much more yes, no, black, white. And I do feel that the more we get towards the end of the month, certain financial institutions and secular religious countries are going to find that issues become so yes, no, black, white that there has to be either a willing change or a schism. I think that October 2012 is going to be the start of an economic recovery, but not as far as the big companies and the big players are concerned. This is the time where more and more people are becoming self-employed. This is the time where people are going to start taking a lot more pride in their own output. Saturn and Scorpio is going to launch a lot of new little businesses. I wondered if I would end up doing October 2012. It's 3 months to December and I'm looking forward to this one now. But as far as October 2012 goes, planet, wow. Pat yourself on the back. Have a pleasant month. There you go, folks. That was your forecast for October 2012. I hope it helped. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been giving away forecasts for decades plural. I've been putting them up online 12 years now because my website's coming up for 12 years old. And I've always made it free, and I was going to charge and I can't, because this type of stuff should be free so that more and more people get to know themselves and understand astrology. However, I put the donate button up, and last month enough of you people donated that I was able to pay for the filming of these monthly forecasts from those donations. That was great. Fantastic. Thank you. Please continue. Please continue. The book, yes, the book. I've still got copies. I've now sold 75, and they're going. And there's only going to be 200 of these in hardback. So the paperback's not coming out to the new year. I've delayed it. So if you want one for Christmas, get it quick. Thirdly and finally, I'm still going through the wars. I've got no teeth for these readings. You may or may not have noticed. I'm in the middle of something like procedure 17 of 23 different procedures as far as dental stuff goes. But thank you for the warm wishes, and a few months' time I'm going to outshine any Hollywood star. So until next month, have a great month and see you in November. Bye.